First of all, to be asked to say a few words about Barry is a great privilege. So in preparation for this, I've really searched my memory as to when was it that I first met Barry? And that's the remarkable thing about it. I really can't remember when I met him. I can just tell you that since I've known him, which was certainly somewhere in the last 18 years of my life, I felt like I had known him forever. And that was the kind of person he was. He was the kind of friend. We instantly slipped into a relationship, as I'm sure he's done with a lot of other people. But Barry was such a wise man. He just, he could look at you and made you feel like he was almost looking through you. He just required that kind of honesty and that kind of integrity. And I just loved him for that. His heart was larger than life. This man, for anything and everything I've ever known about giving, Barry Taniguchi represented that. He was a giver extraordinaire. And the funny thing about that was he expected you to be the same. So my memory of Barry is pure and as special as any memory I've held for anybody whom I've deeply respected and quite honestly even loved. Barry's leadership abilities and his influence really held no bounds. And so I think that, whether we're talking about the community in Hilo and Hawaii Island, or really for that matter in the state, but certainly in my roles with him here in Honolulu, he was very impactful. And so I know he felt very strongly about the American Cancer Society. And I know that he really was passionate about doing everything he possibly could, because I think he saw within the American Cancer Society the phenomenal work that they do. And I think once someone like a Barry Taniguchi realizes that, there was no stopping him. He was giving of himself, his time and his energy. I know he had a great impact because it mattered to him, he cared, and it was for all the right reasons. I've been with Barry at times when he's received awards, and he's the very first person to go, "Yeah, not me, I'm not deserving." But I know in this one here, even though we might get the typical, "I don't deserve this, somebody else should get it," he would be enormously proud. Enormously proud because of what it represents and the good that his efforts have made in what's been created. He had the stuff that great leaders have. He was selfless, he had great humility, and he was giving. I mean, how much more? Not only that, he was talented, he was capable. I don't want to forget that. So you mix all that stuff up together, you get Barry Taniguchi. And I miss him. He's a great human being. His legacy, I know, lives on, and his legacy in my mind and in my heart for the impact he had on me truly lives on in my life.